Hello guys, Vizar here bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. For today we are playing on the steps of Isha map, and I'm playing as Greenskins. This was my first game as Greenskins in the Warhammer 3, and we're going against Warriors of Chaos with Be'lakor at their helm, which was a pretty awesome pick from my opponent, have to say, and we'll talk about why when we start a game. So Warzag is here leading my armies. I love this guy. If you guys don't know, Azag, I love Azag, but after the release of the Hag trolls with the Lore of Death, it became kind of redundant, but now Warzag is pretty awesome and pretty fun, and we'll see how we do here. So let's just get into the army formation, and see what we have here. Alright guys, so this is the map, steps of Isha. I think this is Isha herself, and yeah, let's just get into the units and see what we have here. For my front line, I opted to bring 3 Black Orcs. One of them is the Regiment of Renowned Crimson Killers. We have 4 Goblins as well. We have 2 Squeak Herds to support this flank. This is going to hold probably, so I have to be careful about this flank, and the squeaks are gonna help the goblins deal some damage on this front. We have 3 range units, 3 infantry range units, 2 orc arrow boys and the rusty arrows, and we have orc boar boy Biggins. One of them is the Regiment of Renowned Broken Tusks, and here is the regular variant. And for skirmish units, we have 2 Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers, one Mogrobs Manji Marauders as well. So yeah, this is the army, if you guys haven't seen it. Warzag is on top of Splin Reaper as well. So for my opponent, let's see, I think he had some high tier units as well. Yeah, we have Chaos Warriors chosen with Great Weapon and chosen of Zinch with Halberd. 2 Marauders in front, 2 Marauders of Zinch with Spears, which is pretty interesting. This is a unit that you can bring in Norska roster, but here you can bring the Zinch variant with Spears as well. Be'lakor in the air with 2 Chaos Ferromanticores, Hellstriders hiding in the forest, and 2 Marauder Horsemen as well. So guess that's it for my opponent as well. Let's just get into the battle and see how we're gonna play this game. Alright guys, so one of the great things about Greenskins is that they have really cost-effective skirmish units with decent range. Look at this guy's 100, and the other one also has 100, so we outrange these skirmish units and we can deal more damage as well. We're poisoning them, we're dealing armor piercing damage if I'm not mistaken, and so yeah, these guys are pretty much done. If they get any closer, I can get support from orc arrow boys and the rusty arrows as well. So we're gonna move front because I don't want to just get a pit of shades on Be'lakor. I'm not sure if this was the later patch or the previous one, but yeah, my opponent has Pit of Shades, Alka Mindraiser, Enfeebling Foe, Dark Master, and Shadow Shroud. One of the great things I didn't realize that Be'lakor has is that he's pretty resistant against missile fire, missile resistance 25%, 20% missile resistance as well. So he's pretty great against my units, and he reduces leadership. That means yeah, most of the range attack is not gonna do much damage to him, and he's gonna tear out Greenskins pretty easily because they have leadership problems. So my opponent is doing what I feared. He's going to overload the left flank with these really scary terror-causing units, but I'm pretty okay here because I'm hiding some of my anti-large units in the forest. They're still hidden. No, they're, I don't know. It says sometimes they are. It looks like they're not now. They're not hidden now. Let's see the spells on Warzag. I decided to bring the Bonewood Staff, Squiggly Beast, War Paint, and the Power of Law, which is pretty insane, Fist of Gork, Gaze of Mork, and the effigy of the Git. So we use Fist of Gork here. These Crimson Killers are going to be insane. They're just gonna cut through these Marauders and Chaos Warriors. Pretty happy about that. What I'm trying to do here is to make these Feral Manticores rampage and then charge him with Broken Tusk Mob. My opponent is not wasting any time. Be'lakor is trying to go for Warzag. I'm moving into Forest because I have some anti-large units in the Forest. And by the way, I brought some pretty cheap spells and with low cooldown to get some melee attack when I'm casting spells as well. So this is it. With the Shadow Shroud, Be'lakor is not taking any damage. He's getting shot at by 5 units here, but yeah, he's not getting that much damage in the process, which is pretty scary. But we were able to capture one of the Chaos Feral Manticores. I hope we can deal with the other as well before Be'lakor joins in. Look, the effigy is gone, but he still has his Shadow Shroud. We use Gaze of Mork, I think is the spell name of the Gaze of Mork, but still not gonna do too much damage because it missed, unfortunately. I really need to bring these where are my the Broken Tusk Mob. I think I charged some other units here that were causing problem from my range units, but this is pretty great. The Orc Boy Biggins are holding these 3 units in place. Even though Warzag is damaged, it's not the worst. I just have to take him in the middle of the fight, and I think I'm gonna cast another Fist of Gork, giving all of my units more weapon strength and charge burst, not melee attack and charge burst. Look at this. These guys are insane now. They're fighting Chaos Warriors, Hell's Riders are gone. The Chosen are causing a lot of problems. So a Gaze of Mork going down, again buffing my own units. This is pretty great, but still not the best. On the other side, my opponent is using the Pit of Shades. It's gonna deal with my Squeak Herd and the Goblins, but fortunately my Black Horse are the other side of these Chosen with great weapons, so that's nice. But look at this, I'm still shooting Be'lakor and he's not taking any damage. It's just too damn tanky, this Be'lakor. So yeah, we're shooting them. These Broken Tusk Mob are giving leadership because they have encourage, which is pretty great. Let's see the amount of encourage that these guys are giving the other units. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't calculate. I'm not sure. Yeah, never mind. The Lord is nearby, so I'm not sure where the encouragement is going because we really need it as the Greenskin. So again, Be'lakor trying to move away from my units, but I'm trying to just send the Rusty Arrows or holding him in place with the FAG. He's taking some damage, but still nearly 5k health remaining, still getting shot at. One of the Manticores is back. The Chosen are pretty scary though. They were able to beat these units with the help of Pit of Shades, and they're fighting the Black Orcs. On the other side, still these Chosen are fighting the Goblins and these Crimson Killers, which is pretty scary. So overall, it looks like we're doing fine. Again, with that Shadow Shroud, Be'lakor is doing fine. He's just moving through my own units. Warzag is trying to run away, get into position to maybe cast something here. Yeah, let's see. Another Gaze of Mork. I think that was mostly friendly fire, unfortunately, but yeah, Warzag again trying to run away. My opponent is trying to get away from these pesky cav units. The Spider Riders, I think, use all of their ammo, that's why they're chasing. But here my opponent does something really great, and I'll talk about it why. I think this is another Pit of Shades going down, and these guys are gonna get routed pretty fast. They're gonna lose their leadership. Yeah, that's when that happens, Be'lakor is going to get some HP back, which is really scary now. Both of them are gone. He's getting 2 stacks of this ability, intensity 40%, and yeah, he just got around 1000 HP back. Again, going for Warzag, and I don't know if I have anything else to hold him in place. It doesn't look like it, so I have to again get back into the cover of my archers. Even though we're doing fine against the Chaos Warriors infantry, Be'lakor can be really scary here. I think my opponent should have gone for the Orc Cowboys. They could have broken them pretty fast and then gotten some Winds of Magic and healing back. But yeah, Warzag works too, but he's pretty swift, and I'm moving through my own units to make these guys stuck in place. So the Chosen are gone, the Crimson Killers are back, and the balance of power is heavily in my favor. Some units are tattered, some tattered units remaining for my opponent. Again, the Broken Tusk map with 25 models going after the Chaos Feral Manticores, and another Gaze of Mork going down, doing decent amount of damage, and with that I think Be'lakor is going to be done. Pretty fun battle, have to say. Love Warzag with all of his stuff, and yeah, unfortunately Azag really needs his items. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but check out the items when you pick him in multiplayer. He doesn't have his sword, he doesn't have his he had another thing as well, his armor. Yeah, he was like an reverse Moratti. He would have just fly over units and give them weapon strength, attack, leadership. Yeah, he was a pretty nice lord choice for Greenskins. I hope CA gives him his items back as soon as possible. So let's get into the end screen and see how our units did. 222 kills on the Crimson Killers. Warzag did fine. Just imagine how much buff he gave other units. He had his effigy, he had his gazes, he had a Fist of Mork. So overall, he did really great. Fist of Mork? Yeah, probably a Fist of Mork. But yeah, the Crimson Killers did pay for themselves. The Black Orc also did fine. They were fighting high tier units. I mean, Chosen are pretty strong. Broken Tusk mob did great. This one also did really well, paying for itself. The Daka line also were really good. Most of them paid for themselves. I think the only Rusty Arrows didn't. I'm not sure how much they cost, but I think they cost around 600, so they might have paid for themselves as well. So the Goblins did decent, and the Skirmish units also were great. Be'lakor, even though he had a lot of kills, he didn't do too well. The Chosen, though, they did fine. Manticores were pretty close. Anything else? No. Guess that's it. The Chariot would have done a lot here, because yeah, I was chasing the Manticores and Be'lakor. If my opponent had a Chariot, he would have just ran to most of my units, and that would have been a bit too scary for Greenskins. So guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you consider leaving a like and subscribing. Would really help me and my channel grow. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description of this video. So guess that's it. Catch you all later. Bye.